EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You can look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Jones on the return. And powering through at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down, Bennett. And it's intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this Patriots defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And it's a smart move to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots at 8-8 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Throwing here on third, Bennett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll buy some time right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's Keon White who worked his way in and made the play. 6-0 our score after 1. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Touchdown, New York.
Over here.
On the ground, it's Wilson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Rodgers will throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Bennett throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. And he fires one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Straight ahead at Stevenson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. 2nd down throw coming from Bennett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patriots nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Bennett on a bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Bennett with a 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Stevenson. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and long. It's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stetson Bennett punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now Cook running right. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Bennett looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson, 62 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Mecole Hardman. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, they're going to go with the option. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm that... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Patriots 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10, here's Bennett. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off play action. Here's Bennett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Cook up the gut. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Kyle Duggar in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Bennett working from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, Bennett. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cut it.
To throw is Bennett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.